何も怖くなんてないんだ This is a place to try そして僕らきっと辛いだってを決して離さないで明日へかける Let's sing loudly We are the one for the future
Yo, you guys, this is Blacklist of the Abyss, and you're watching my review for Naruto chapter 683. Alright, and in this chapter, Kaguya attacks Naruto with, like, the ice that's there. She's, like, controlling nature and having the ice attack him. That attack reminded me of the same technique that Kabuto did back when he was fighting Itachi and Sasuke. I forgot what the technique was called. But it was like he would manipulate the stalagmites or whatever they're called that were in the cave, and the ground itself, just the nature itself would just attack Sasuke and Itachi. So it reminded me of that. He does the same thing in Storm Revolution, the latest Storm game, not the new one that they've been advertising as like Mecha Naruto, but like the latest one that like legit be released. That one. Full burst. There we go. Storm 3 full burst. He uses the same technique there, but it reminded me of that technique. Now, after that, we end up seeing Obito, and Naruto did, in fact, revive Obito, and now he's awake. However, there is a but to this. And Naruto doesn't say what it is because Obito just interrupts and says, "Yeah, I know." But what that but is, I'm assuming it's that his being alive is not a permanent thing. Naruto couldn't legitimately heal him and revive him. It's only temporary. That's what I'm thinking. I'm also assuming that he no longer has the Sage Chakra. His hair is still white and everything, but I don't think he doesn't have the orbs around him or anything anymore, or the staff. So I'm just assuming the Sage Chakra is gone. The one thing he does have is another Mangekyo Sharingan now. I guess Naruto did that too. As you see at the end of the chapter, he's like it's like super zoomed in on his face, and you can clearly see he has two Mangekyo Sharingan now. So I highly doubt Madara was kind enough to give it back to him, so I would guess that was Naruto's doing. But yeah, I guess yeah, because he gave Kakashi an eye back, and I would assume that was some people were saying that was Kakashi's original eye. So when Obito gets his original eye back, then it would be the Mangekyo Sharingan. So I guess that's what happened, but it would have been nice to have some clarification with that. Um, Now, as these guys are talking, they're on their way to Kaguya. Um, Obito wants to help them get Sasuke back and just defeat Kaguya. And Kakashi tells them, Naruto and Sakura that is, that they should prepare themselves to die, which means that someone's probably going to die. uh, um, there's no point in putting a line in like that unless someone is actually. Unless, we I won't guarantee that someone's going to die, but I'll guarantee that the situation is going to be dangerous enough where someone could die. Because there's no point in putting a line in like this if it's all going to be, flowers, you know. So if he puts in a line in like this and he gives it that big panel and everything on the top of the page, then something's going to happen. Something's going to happen. All right. I still think that with all that stuff Sakura said a while back when she was saving Naruto, I still think that she's going to sacrifice herself for him. So maybe that'll happen. Will Kakashi make it out? I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he died, just because Jiraiya did. It's that trope with how the mentor character always dies. So I don't know. Maybe Kakashi will die, but maybe Sakura will die. Again, I make no guarantees because it showed, Guy was supposed to die, Obito was supposed to die, so like I can't really make any guarantees right now. But so they might die. I'll just leave it at that. They might die. That's Guy's dad's name. Moving on. Um, that was Kishi. That was an awful choice of a name. Seriously, that I mean, he probably did it on purpose, but whatever. Um, Again, moving on. We see Minato finally get back here, and he's talking with the rest of the Hokages. We learn about how you can't save someone from Infinite Tsukuyomi. Um, and they find the lower half of Madara's body Kakashi that Sasuke cut off. All right, and Tobirama wants to use Edo Tensei on that half of the body to see if Madara is dead or not. Because if Madara is dead, then the Edo Tensei will work and he'll be brought back, and they can just ask him themselves. But if he's still alive, then Edo Tensei won't work, and they'll know he's still alive. So that's the plan right now. But for him at least. But Hashirama shot that down, saying, "No, we can't do that because we'll need a living sacrifice in order to use Edo Tensei." So he tries to find some other way, and he touches Madara in a really awkward spot. He was kind of high up there on the legs. He wasn't. He was kind of in the middle of the body there. That was a strange place to touch Hashirama, but whatever. Um, and he touches Madara, and Hagoromo comes out like a freaking genie or something. That was I don't like that. I don't like that at all. No, that's I don't like that. No, I just don't. It's I I feel like you could go to the store and like when you're the millionth customer or the thousandth customer or something, you'll see Hagoromo, right? Like I feel like the things you need to do to see Hagoromo are getting increasingly they're increasing. Like the number of things you can do to see this dude. I mean, I think this was too much. Naruto and Sasuke seeing him, I accepted that, but this is just too much. I mean, the dude literally came out like a genie, like free at last. Thank God Almighty, I'm free at last. Like this dude, like just came out of Madara's body. Like that was Martin Luther King, not a genie. But you get the point. You get the point. All right, genie in a bottle. You get the point. All right, but it was just silly. Like what? I mean, obviously, there's got to be some reason for this. Like, he's going to tell them something, or do something for them, There's obviously a reason for it, but I don't know if it's worth it. Maybe Kishi could have found some other way to get this done. I don't know, but depends on what it is. And what it is he's going to do, I don't know. He's going to tell them something, but maybe it's some way to defeat Kaguya or something that they can do to help Naruto and Sasuke defeat Kaguya. I doubt he can do for them what he did for Naruto and Sasuke when it comes to like giving them techniques and things like that and chakra and power-ups. I don't think that he can do that for them, but I don't even think he can do it for Hashirama at this point because he's dead, you know? So, plus he's no longer the reincarnation of Ashura, it's Naruto. So I don't think he can do anything like that for them. I think he's just going to tell them information that could help. Um, yeah, and that was all we saw of them, unfortunately. I wanted to get some more answers, but we didn't get any, unfortunately. But after that, we go back to Obito and Kakashi and Naruto and Sakura. And as I predicted, Obito can in fact transfer over to the dimensions that um, Kaguya is switching people to, which means he can go and get Sasuke back. All right. However, he won't have enough chakra to do that, so he'll need chakra from Naruto's clone and from Sakura. All right. Um, so clearly, I it's obvious Sakura is going to be serve some kind of purpose here because if she wasn't going to serve a purpose, there was no need to keep her out of Infinite Tsukuyomi. So she's obviously got to serve some purpose. Um, is this the only purpose she's going to serve? I don't not know because there's no there's there's no reason to say, oh, Obito wouldn't have had enough chakra to do. There's no reason to say that. You could have just had him do it. People have been ignoring chakra for the entire war. Doing it one more time, no one would care. Especially since it's Obito and he had the Sage chakra in him and everything. So there's no need to put this in just to force Sakura to do something. He's got to have some other plan for Sakura. Maybe this is the first step in reaching that plan. I don't think this is the plan itself. I think this is just the first step in that. Plus, Kakashi's got to do something too, because again, there's no point in keeping him around if he's not going to do anything. All right. Whether that thing is good or bad or not, who knows? Whether he'll be a hindrance or whether he'll actually help, that's yet to be seen. But the two of them are going to do something. All right. And the chapter ends with Obito pretty much saying he's going to die, which I don't think this means he's going to sacrifice himself on some like Rinne Tensei crap. Like, I don't mean he's going to use Rinne Tensei. I mean sacrifice himself in terms of like he's going to use a jutsu that will kill him. I don't think he's going to do that. I think it refers back to what I was talking about before with the whole he's only alive temporarily. It's not him being back is not a permanent thing. I think it involves that. And yeah, that's all there really is to talk about with this chapter. And it was kind of boring. It really it really was. So I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Actually, no, I'll give it a 6.5 because I gave Bleach a 6 out of 10. And I can't give Bleach a 6 out of 10 and then give Naruto the same rating because while this chapter was boring, Bleach is like more than boring. Like that or Hime, Chad, Ichigo stuff was awful. Alright. So I was nice enough to give that a 6 out of 10 because of Baz B and Yuha Bach at the end. But yeah, I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. Just because there was story progression with Obito coming back and the whole his eye stuff, and he has 2 eyes now, and there are hints that there was progression. So I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10, and that's that, you guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.